Boom shakalaka. What is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and I am joined today by Christian Junger, the CEO of MADANA, the first ever ICO on Lisk. What's going on, Christian?
Hey guys, greetings from Saigon, from Ho Chi Minh City. I'm currently in Vietnam. Pleasure meeting you all.
Yeah, I'm a little bit jealous you're out there in Vietnam. I definitely want to go and visit. So everybody wants to know, I mean, you are in an awesome position being the first ever ICO on Lisk. Tell us about MADANA.
So MADANA, it's easy. MADANA stands for Market for Data Analysis. And we're planning to build a market which is revolutionizing the whole behavior between data and information. So right now, many projects and especially many ICO are working on the protocol side to storage data on a blockchain and everything. This is quite good, and we are supporting this. But what we are doing is we're building an infrastructure layer, which is one level above the protocols, or even where the protocols can connect to. So what we're doing is, in short, we have a three-sided platform. Data producers, and I mean any kind of data producers like you with your smartphone as end consumer, but especially also businesses like application providers and also machines. I mean, in the future, we will see a lot regarding IoT and everything. So IoT never happened in our opinion. So we don't have a smart washing machine or something. And our roots are, I started a company where we wanted to digitize clothing. So IoT and smart devices, this are our roots. And we had the problem in the past, how to storage data in a good way. And we came up with a new approach. And this are the roots and the basics of MADANA. So it's a three-sided platform to bring control and power back to the people on the data producer side, to enable data scientists, also we call it plug-in providers, a market to upload algorithmic tools and algorithms. And this is a very interesting thing, give out information without storage and data. So the third party is called data analysis buyer. These are entities who want to get an information. But today the big problem is they have to storage and to buy into storage data to analyze it. And with MADANA, you can request some dedicated data analysis. And this is nothing else than information. You don't need storage and buying data anymore to extract information. We are providing an infrastructure where you can request information directly without having the problem with GDPR and concerns to storage and data. So the three-sided platform with benefits on all sides, and MADANA is providing the infrastructure. And of course, on the data producer side, they can connect the apps of Lisk in the future, but also the whole protocols, which are storing data in a decentralized way. But the good thing about MADANA is, so back to our roots, storaging sensitive data. The problem today is the whole data sets which are sensitive in the e-health sector or personal data, raw data sets, they staying not encrypted, so unencrypted on centralized servers. And we provide an infrastructure which encrypt the data, standardize storage the data, giving back control and privacy to the people, and enable them to monetize their anonymized encrypted data into the market. And this is the first step. We can start also with centralized systems. So it's not all about the apps. Of course, they can connect in future, but we are right now in a world where the whole data sets are storage centralized, and we need to start with this. So any kind of software, any kind of data producer, doesn't matter if it's an end consumer or a business, should connect to MADANA. And yeah, that's in a short way the system. But let me later on answer your questions in a more deeply way.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely talk more about it later. I'm curious, why Lisk in particular, out of any solution, any project out there? Why work with Lisk?
I mean, as many of you know, Max and I, and also the whole Lisk story, is a history of Bitcoin Aachen. So we studied together at the same university. So Max, my person, Eugene Zalkozan, he's our community manager, and Ossian Schreier, which are all involved in MADANA, built up one of the first Bitcoin meetups next to university and had the vision to enable the apps, to do it in a decentralized way. And the first product, the first big crowdfunding project was Lisk out of Bitcoin Aachen. So we are big Lisk believers. We supported Max in the early steps, helped him to start with everything. And of course, in my opinion, sidechain technology could, but I think it will solve the scaling problematic right now. And for MADANA, we're talking about using blockchain technology definitely also regarding data storage and scaling. I'm right now in Vietnam, so we expand all over the world, and we want that we have a solution or a platform which is scaling, and therefore sidechain technology. So we are big Lisk believers, but we believe also not just in the brand and history, it's about technology in the end.
Mm-hmm. And that's cool to be partnered with Lisk. I've always been a big fan of Lisk. I like how simple they are. And I like the idea of main chain and side chains. So you guys are the first ICO on Lisk. Are you going to be the first side chain on Lisk?
Exactly, that's the plan. So when everything, I mean, there are many projects. There are also Brickbit, Genii, or there are many upcoming. We are big fans. So we don't see other projects as competitors. And even if they start a sidechain earlier, this is not a big problem. But of course, so we will be definitely the first Lisk-based token. So the first Lisk ICO, we do it. The presale started a few days ago, 1st of September. And yeah, we want to also start the first sidechain. And MADANA will be built in JavaScript as the first sidechain project. So yes.
Very cool. So in terms of your technology, you mentioned how you use a three-sided approach where one is the encrypted data storage that you don't actually hold, the data provider actually holds. So like me creating that data, I would then be holding my own data. Is that how it works?
In the end, yes. But the first step is to start in a B2B business. I mean, you're using an application. Today, it's like this. You with your smartphone as end consumer accepting GTCs, general terms and conditions. You're using a service for free and you pay with your data. The problem is here. You give a big piece of your digital identity, or as we call digital you or digital me. And that's a problem. So you're paying with part of your identity and data stays unencrypted on a server. It's got leaked, hacked, multiplied. And the goal of MADANA is to bring benefits for businesses. So like for applications, they should connect to the system because we can get sure that they don't storage the data and that just the end consumer and the user of an application has the control to, how can I say, to handle the private key and therefore to give out the real information behind the data set. So GDPR, for example, the General Data Protection Regulation, is a big topic, especially also for small and medium-priced companies. And I mean then, of course, also for applications. So, and we can get sure that we have the benefit and provide the benefits for them to give the control back of the data which is created through an application to the end consumer. So they can get sure that also in future, when the law is getting stricter, they have no problems with data storage or anything.
All right, gotcha. So you have the PAX token. How does that work in the ecosystem?
The PAX token, yeah. The PAX token is seen as the gasoline of information. So it's a real cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency for the MADANA platform. So if you're taking part within the presale right now, you're buying not just an instrument where you can trade on exchange or something. You can use it within the platform of MADANA. So behind MADANA is the Lisk blockchain, and PAX is the first Lisk-based token, and it's a gasoline to buy and to enable data analysis. So if you start a request, you have to pay with PAX. In the future, we're planning to accept also traditional currencies or like credit cards and fiat money, PayPal or something to scale the business model. But in the first step, the real cryptocurrency to use the platform and to activate the smart contracts which are written in JavaScript on Lisk, of course, is with PAX.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. All right. And where are you guys in terms of development and your roadmap?
Right. So currently we are developing the whole infrastructure and the first steps of the MVP. So the current plan is to start the first big pilot project with a business partner on all the free-sided platform sites in Q1, Q2, 2019 to show that the technology is working. So we will release soon software. It's called the MADANA Community Hub, which will be the basic for the whole platform itself. It will be marketing related, so there will be like kind of a bonding program included for the main sale beginning next year. But this will be the first step of the platform, as I said. Next to this, we will also provide an application, a mobile application soon. We call it awareness application. But the biggest problem we have is privacy is quite important, and also the digital identity. But we need to shock the people to start awareness for the whole thing. Because most of the people, and this is also what I see here in Asia, they don't think about digital identity, and they don't think, and also in Germany, and even in Germany it's a big topic, but the people are just giving out their data, just giving out piece of their digital identity. And we create an application where you can log in with your Facebook data, and as you all know, you can download the data which is public, but it's just a line of codes, and you can translate it. We translate it for you with data science applications in the background and shock you with the information which is completely public. And then we show you what kind of things of orientation, political, sexual you may have. And these are very sensitive data. And we do this to shock the people. This will be also the basic of an application we will release in future, where the wallet is integrated and where you can control your digital identity with all the connected applications.
That's really cool. So how can people go and get that Facebook data?
Yeah, exactly. I cannot say they're releasing that right now, but it will be definitely this year. So cool. The plan is to release an iOS and Android version, and it will be very cool.
Yeah, I think people will enjoy that.
Definitely should download it.
Then they can see just how much data Facebook has on them. That's really cool.
Exactly. So, but this is like a necessary step to start with awareness, right? And this is a big deal. I mean, we are working on a future topic in the sense of privacy in general and data and on the blockchain. But the problem is here, people want more the aspect of getting money for data instead of securing my digital identity. And we do also here in Asia, like education meetups. So it's not about ICO, it's more about what we can do with technology. We cannot change it by law. This is the way how it goes, like accept GTCs and everything. We are not lawyers, we are tech guys. We can change it by technology. And that's an approach with MADANA, how we could do this in future. And we need to educate the people what is possible and what is impossible.
Mm-hmm. That sounds very cool. So right now you have your pre-sale going on. Can you tell us more about that and your ICO?
Exactly. So right now, we started on the 1st September, the first part of the worldwide Lisk ICO. We have some excluded countries, such a pity. This will be, it's mainland China.
United States.
The United States, yeah. We will change this for the main sale. So you need a Reg D filing and everything for the from the SEC. We did it not for the pre-sale. So the pre-sale is quite a smaller round. 15% of the token. All in all, we have 100 million packs. It's getting out. It's running until the end of October, so 31st of October, the pre-sale ends. And next year, we start the main sale with 30% of the token. Right now, there is no token created. So it's a real pre-sale. So therefore, it's also half the price to support MADANA, to support the further steps also regarding marketing and everything. So, and then the main sale is then with the token. So when we create the token, beginning of 2019, then we start also the main sale. But the concrete date is to be announced.
Okay, wonderful. So anything else that you wanted to talk about with MADANA? Maybe like a deeper dive in technology or anything else that you want to cover?
Yeah, let's go a bit deeper into technology. So what we are doing and what our special approach is, we're combining blockchain. So blockchain, in my opinion, is not a real technology. It's a concept. A few weeks ago, I had an interview together with Max. So we talked about MADANA, also Lisk, the progress. And Max told the interviewer, blockchain for him is more an idea. I go a step further. I said it's a concept. And we're using this concept to combine with further technologies to make a real business case out of it. So we're combining trusted execution environments, which are hardware-based environments within smartphones. This is an industry standard. So the giants in technology like Samsung, IBM, they have different standards. But what the special thing about is, you can get sure that no one can look inside these hardware-based secure environments. So we're combining these industry standard with blockchain technology, and in a way how we are doing it, to let encrypted data and encrypted analytics tools inside and let the data analysis running. We can get sure that no one looks inside. And this is also a way how we can get sure that we never storage any kind of data and give the privacy and control back to the data producer. So the data producer has the complete control about the private key and about the information of the data itself. They let just, if they accept the requested data analysis, and encrypt the data set into hardware-based secure environments. And also on the plugin provider side. And within this box, where we can get sure mathematically that no one looks inside, nor MADANA, so nobody, the data and the algorithmic tools are decrypted, and we let the data analysis running. And the whole infrastructure is built by MADANA. We don't storage in any data. We don't provide or host any trust execution environment. We just build the infrastructure or the highway you can use to extract information. And it's all kickstarted if you request and dedicated data analysis and paying with the cryptocurrency. So it's running automatically. This is the goal.
So what excites you the most about MADANA?
What me excites? to make something good, to bring a beneficial situation out of it. I mean, making money, and this is, in my opinion, a big failure. Some of the ICOs in the past, they were just financial and money driven and everything. Right now, and this is a good thing, so I'm a quite political guy also. I decided to stay in Germany. So I'm not a guy who's thinking about, oh, we pay too many taxes, we go to another country like whatever, Malta, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, or Gibraltar, or Caymans. No, it took me about 2 years with my company, with my colleagues, to fight for it to stay in Germany. And Germany, you know, we pay a lot of taxes. So it's not about taxes, it's about setting a technology milestone, make it happen. So mostly of our team are the co-founders. We're from Germany. We studied there, education, everything. I had a political scholarship when I was a student, and it was paid in taxes. So I have to give something back. And therefore it was especially a big problem for me when we helped Max with the Lisk ICO, that we cannot stay in Germany. So this is also a thing a lot of people don't know about Lisk. It took Lisk more or less a year to find the correct jurisdiction. In the end, it was Crypto Valley Zug as second foundation of the Ethereum, beginning of in 2016. But firstly, we wanted to stay in Germany because we're all Germans. And Max was also based in Germany to that moment. But it was not possible. And also the lawyers had no idea in 2016, and even earlier, of course not. But we find the correct lawyers, paid a lot of money, burned a lot of money, had good situations, bad situations. But finally, we reached our goal. We're a German liability company, so no foundation or something, just one company, which is established in Germany. Everything is clarified by the financial authorities. And this is a big milestone. And we are proud of it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I like to hear when people are doing stuff to make a difference in the world and to make it better instead of just trying to grab some money. That's always a big thing.
I mean, to be honest, I don't have to tell you, the market is so down, and it's the worst situation to do an ICO, but we're still doing it because we prepared it a long time, and it's about technology. And you know what, in my opinion, the biggest problem today is tech guys have to do marketing. You know, I mean, there's also a good thing about the current market situation. The market is down, investors are aware and they're a bit shocked, and a lot of scams in the market. Prices of marketing are, on an all-time high. And if you want to run an ICO, a real one, like 10 million plus, 20 million plus, you have to spend between, I think, 500,000 and 1 million euro. So there are no scams. I mean, of course, there
Mhm.
It's not like raising fast money and something. Quick money it's over. It was last year the case. And the market is regulating itself, also the community, which is quite cool.
Awesome. Well, cool. Christian, I think we've covered a lot in this. Anything else that we didn't mention, or did we cover pretty much everything?
I mean, I'm talking a lot, so I can talk with you the whole time. But it was a pleasure to get a chance to talk with you and to spread out some more about Madana. And I'm enjoying now here with a beer or something tonight in Saigon. What I can say is also to other crypto projects and blockchain projects, don't think about money. Think about technology. Build something good with a social benefit out of it. Go to the world. Don't focus on one country. I mean, I'm right now in Vietnam. Before we were in Singapore and Thailand, also in Russia. Blockchain is a global movement, and therefore we started back days 2013 and 14 with Max together the Bitcoin Aachen Club, and it's about educating people, and it's a global movement. People are right now in the mood to see that, also politicians and governments, and this is a quite cool thing. So keep going.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
If people want to find out more about Madana, where should they go?
Oh, definitely. Go on madana.io. This is our website. We are almost on all social media channels. So we're on Telegram, Twitter, Madana HQ is mostly our nick there. We're on YouTube. So Medium is also a good thing. But if you go on our website, madana.io, you find everything you need. There are all the links. And it would be a pleasure if we got a like. And yeah, thanks.
Cool. Well, Christian, thanks very much. It's been a pleasure.